As you get up here, there's a really strong smell. As you can see, the carpets are very, very dirty. You can see the ability to clean up wasn't very good at all. Sink's rotten, tiles are rotten. This stained towel is typical of his attempt to wash his clothes and fabrics. You know, he kept saying he wanted a shower in here, but it doesn't look like there is one. The condition of the mop and bucket. Stains all over the walls. The room smells quite bad. Into his bedroom. As you can see again, the carpets are completely rotten throughout. His suitcase, he was hoping to move out of this place. He had a suitcase ready over a week before he was due to move, but then he died. He died when he had 6 days to go. The bed in itself is filthy. It hasn't even got any pillowcases. These pillows haven't been washed for years. That's his radiator. He said the radiator didn't work very well and he used to be freezing in winter, so he had the bed right next to the radiator. Yeah. He attempted to varnish his windows to keep himself warm in the winter. All these windows in the bedroom have been varnished. Elements of papers and belongings, empty beer cans, dirty clothes, an old Calagas heater which looks about 1 million years old. Look at this thing, completely rotten. And this has been like this for at least a year that I know of. And support workers would have known about this and should really have reported it to the management, and if the management knew about it, they should have acted upon it. The door here is covered in something rotten, I don't know what it is. And you can see here is his attempts to run his finances. Variety of things written down, like a weekly plan of what he was going to spend on what kinds of food and bills. But obviously a guy who couldn't even keep his own flat this clean wouldn't be able to run his own finances well. Just unlock that?
Yeah.
Right. Did you just pull the top off that?
No, I went to open the door and the smell.
Right. He's been using this bottle to urinate in, and it looks like it's been there for a while. Smells quite bad. Just tons and tons empty beer cans. Didn't even clear the empty beer cans out. Again, drawer space, barely used. Everything just chucked on the floor. So that's the bedroom, and this is what he wanted to get away from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just fucking stench.
Yeah. Okay, and the living room. That's where he spent most of his time. He used to complain of feeling suicidally depressed, lonely. Yeah, most of his time was spent watching videos and DVDs. This chair here would be placed in the middle of the room facing the TV, and he would just sit and watch TV. And he would often sleep in here as well, he told me. Carpets again, rotten. Everything's dusty and covered with grease or food or At one point he sellotaped lots of bin bags to his carpet to try and keep the carpets from getting any more dirty. He tried to wash his carpets with all kinds of concoctions of different household goods, which obviously didn't work. It just made the carpets worse. Just total evidence that he was incapable. Yeah, there was lots and lots of promises of redecorating the flat, although it wasn't what he needed. What he needed was to get out of here and be somewhere where he could have more support. The windows again have been varnished, I think. And they've been covered in something, it looks like varnish, in an attempt to keep himself warm. He had a budgie here in a cage over the window, and when he died, his body was found on, I think it was Tuesday the 23rd, was it?
I think so, yeah.
And I came here 3 days later, and the budgie had been left here by the police and by the support workers. The budgie had been on its own for 3 days, just left here to die. Fortunately, I came down here, took the budgie out, otherwise it would have just died here. You can see the condition of the glass that he drank out of, completely rotten. It's thin, lots of flies, beer cans. Absolutely filthy rotten. More beers waiting to be drank. Again, everything's rotten back here, more varnished windows. Varnished all the windows in the place. Towel that he used for years, worn down to virtually nothing. And the light switches are rotten. The only thing he kept in his cupboards was his videotapes here in the kitchen. That was the only escapism he had from the misery of living here, was his video and DVD collection. And again, more kitchen utensils, rotten.
This is artwork stuff.
Yeah. Sink, rotten. He used to wash his dishes with washing powder for the washing machine. He used that to wash the dishes. And this, everything is rotten. You just don't want to touch anything in here. Yeah, and you look in here and it's just even more filthy. There's paints, there's all kinds of spilt stuff in here. I don't know if it's varnish or what. There's clothes stuffed in there because he didn't know what to do with them. More videotapes. More videotapes. Absolutely filthy. But he would cook with these anyway. When he did cook, not that he ate much in his last year, because he was drinking so much that he couldn't eat.
The one clean thing that he didn't use because he couldn't cook properly.
I've just switched this on. This is the heater in his room next to his bed, the only thing in the room to keep it warm. You switch it on, and it was smoking a second ago. Yeah. You can see the smoke coming out. Yeah. You probably can't see it much here, but you can smell some smoke coming out of this thing, which I've just switched on. So obviously this heater was completely unsafe. It smells like it's burning quite badly, so switch that off. Switch that off, yeah.